You know what? I was absolutely shocked when I discovered that one of the most powerful cancer-fighting foods on the planet is sitting right there in your kitchen. And you're probably eating it completely wrong. I'm talking about something so common that doctors barely mention it. Yet research shows it can literally starve cancer cells by cutting off their blood supply. But here's the kicker, honey. If you're eating it the way most women do, you're only getting 20% of its healing power. 20%. That's like throwing away 80% of nature's most potent medicine. And what's even more frustrating? The food industry and even some healthcare professionals aren't telling you the simple trick that can boost its cancer-fighting ability by 400%. Stay with me because I'm about to share something that could literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Before we dive in, I want you to hit that subscribe button right now. I know, everyone asks you to subscribe, but here's why this matters for your health. Every week, I share evidence-based natural health strategies specifically for women like us who want to age gracefully, prevent disease, and feel amazing without relying on a medicine cabinet full of pills. When you subscribe, you're not just getting videos, you're getting a toolkit for transforming your health naturally. So go ahead and hit that button, and let's take this journey together. Now, let me ask you something that might make you a little uncomfortable. How many women do you know who've been touched by cancer? Your mom, your sister, your best friend, maybe even you? The statistics are absolutely staggering. 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 8. But here's what gives me hope, and what should give you hope too. More and more research is showing us that food truly is medicine. And some foods are so powerful they can literally program cancer cells to self-destruct. I've been studying natural health and nutrition for over 2 decades, and I've watched countless women transform their health simply by understanding how to eat strategically. Not dieting, not restricting, not following some crazy fad, but eating real food in a way that maximizes its healing potential. And today, I want to share with you 3 foods that have been scientifically proven to fight cancer, along with the simple secrets that make them up to 4 times more effective. Let's start with the first one. And this might surprise you. It's tomatoes. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is too simple, let me tell you about Maria, a 62-year-old woman from my community who completely changed her approach to eating after her doctor found some concerning cells during her routine screening. Instead of panicking, she decided to flood her body with cancer-fighting nutrition. Tomatoes became one of her secret weapons, but not the way you might think. The magic in tomatoes comes from something called lycopene. This is the compound that gives tomatoes their beautiful red color, and it's like having a bodyguard for your cells. Lycopene is so powerful that it can actually cut off the blood supply to cancer cells, starving them before they can grow and spread. It also protects your DNA from damage and helps keep your cells young by protecting something called telomeres, which are like the caps on your shoelaces that prevent them from fraying. But here's where most of us go wrong. And this was a game changer for me when I learned it. When you eat raw tomatoes, your body can only absorb about 20% of the lycopene. 20%. The rest just passes right through you. Why? Because lycopene in raw tomatoes is locked up in a structure that our digestive system struggles to break down. It's like trying to get into a house when the key is stuck in a lock that won't turn. So what's the solution? Heat. When you cook tomatoes, something magical happens. The heat breaks down the cell walls and changes the structure of lycopene, making it up to 4 times more available to your body. That's right, cooked tomatoes can give you 80% absorption instead of 20%. This is why Mediterranean cultures, who eat lots of cooked tomato sauces, have some of the lowest cancer rates in the world. But wait, there's more to this story. Lycopene is what we call fat-soluble, which means it needs fat to be absorbed properly. This is why sautéing your tomatoes in a little olive oil isn't just delicious, it's scientifically smart. The healthy fats in olive oil act like a delivery system, helping your body absorb even more of that cancer-fighting lycopene. Think about classic combinations like salsa with guacamole. The cooked tomatoes in salsa combined with the healthy fats in avocado create the perfect storm for lycopene absorption. Nature is so smart, isn't it? Traditional food combinations that taste amazing often turn out to be nutritionally brilliant. Now let me tell you about the second cancer-fighting superstar, And this one comes from ancient wisdom that modern science is finally catching up to. It's turmeric, that beautiful golden spice that's been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin, and the research on this compound is absolutely mind-blowing. Curcumin doesn't just fight inflammation, which is at the root of almost every chronic disease. It actually has the ability to reprogram cancer cells, telling them to self-destruct through a process called apoptosis. It's like having a skilled negotiator who can convince the bad guys to surrender peacefully. Curcumin also cuts off the blood supply to tumors, just like lycopene does, and it supports your gut health by feeding the good bacteria in your microbiome. But once again, there's a catch that most people don't know about. Your liver is really good at clearing curcumin out of your system. Within an hour of taking turmeric, most of it has been processed and eliminated. It's like trying to fill a bathtub with the drain wide open. You're getting some benefit, but nowhere near what you could be getting. The solution comes from traditional Indian cooking, and it's so simple it's almost embarrassing. Black pepper. Fresh black pepper contains a compound called piperine, and when you combine piperine with curcumin, something incredible happens. The piperine acts like a bodyguard for the curcumin, protecting it from being broken down too quickly and helping your body absorb significantly more of it. This is why traditional curry recipes almost always include both turmeric and black pepper. These ancient cultures figured out through generations of cooking that these two spices work better together. When I learned this, I started adding a pinch of fresh ground black pepper to every smoothie or dish where I use turmeric, and I could literally feel the difference in my energy and how my body felt. The third cancer-fighting food is one that brings me so much joy, and I bet you already have it in your kitchen. It's green tea. Now, I know what you're thinking. Everyone talks about green tea. But stick with me because I'm going to share something that will completely change how you prepare and drink your tea. Green tea contains incredibly powerful compounds called catechins, with the most potent one being EGCG. These compounds are like tiny warriors that patrol your body, fighting inflammation, supporting your immune system, and yes, helping to prevent cancer cells from growing and spreading. Green tea also helps balance your stress hormones, which is crucial because chronic stress is like fertilizer for cancer cells. But here's what breaks my heart. I see so many women adding regular milk to their green tea, thinking they're being healthy, not realizing they're completely sabotaging the benefits. When you add cow's milk to green tea, the proteins in the milk bind to those precious catechins, making them unavailable to your body. It's like putting a lock on a treasure chest and throwing away the key. If you love a creamy tea, and honestly, who doesn't, try using plant-based milk instead. Almond milk, cashew milk, or oat milk won't interfere with the absorption of those healing compounds. I personally love adding a splash of unsweetened almond milk and a tiny bit of raw honey to my green tea. It's creamy, delicious, and I'm getting all the cancer-fighting benefits. Now, let me share something that ties all of this together. The women I know who have the most success with natural health approaches understand that it's not about perfection. It's about consistency and making smart choices most of the time. You don't have to eat cooked tomatoes, turmeric, and green tea every single day. But when you do include these foods in your routine, now you know how to maximize their healing potential. I also want to mention two supplements that can complement these food-based strategies beautifully. The first is omega-3 fatty acids, especially if you don't eat fatty fish regularly. These healthy fats support every cell in your body and have powerful anti-inflammatory effects. The second is vitamin D3, which is technically a hormone, not a vitamin, and plays a crucial role in immune function and cancer prevention. Most of us, especially as we age, don't get enough sunlight to produce adequate vitamin D naturally. Here's a fun fact that most people don't know. You can actually boost the vitamin D content of mushrooms by slicing them up and letting them sit in direct sunlight for a few hours before cooking them. Nature is amazing, isn't it? The mushrooms literally produce more vitamin D when exposed to UV light, just like our skin does. But I want to be really clear about something. These foods and strategies aren't magic bullets. Cancer is complex, and there are many factors involved, including genetics, environmental toxins, stress, and lifestyle. But what excites me about this research is that it shows us how much power we have. Every meal is an opportunity to either feed disease or fight it. Every cup of tea, every cooking choice, every bite is a chance to support your body's natural healing abilities. I think about my friend Sarah, who started incorporating these strategies after watching her mother battle cancer. She began cooking more tomato-based sauces, adding turmeric and black pepper to her morning smoothies, and switching from coffee to green tea in the afternoons. She didn't do everything perfectly, but she was consistent. At her last checkup, her doctor commented on how great her inflammatory markers looked and how much more energy she seemed to have. The beautiful thing about these natural approaches is that they support your overall health while specifically targeting cancer prevention. When you eat lycopene-rich cooked tomatoes, you're also supporting heart health and skin health. When you include turmeric in your diet, you're fighting inflammation throughout your body. When you drink properly prepared green tea, you're supporting brain health and metabolism too. I also love that these are foods you can share with your family. When you make a delicious tomato sauce with olive oil, or a warming curry with turmeric and black pepper, or serve green tea with plant-based milk, you're not just taking care of yourself. You're creating healing meals that benefit everyone you love. As we age, our bodies become more efficient at using nutrition for healing when we give them the right tools. Your 50s, 60s, and beyond can be decades of vibrant health if you understand how to work with your body instead of against it. These cancer-fighting foods are just the beginning of what's possible when you approach your health naturally and strategically. Before I wrap up, I want you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. The health information I share isn't just theory. It's practical wisdom that you can use immediately to transform how you feel and age. Every week, I'm here sharing the latest research on natural health, longevity, and wellness specifically for women who want to take control of their health journey. Now, speaking of taking control of your health, there's something I need to share with you in my next video that could be even more important than what we talked about today. I'm going to reveal 7 critical warning signs that your body is desperately lacking a nutrient that most women over 40 are deficient in, especially those following plant-based diets or dealing with digestive issues. This deficiency can cause fatigue, brain fog, mood changes, and even nerve damage, but most women and even their doctors miss the early warning signs. The video is called 7 Signs of Vitamin B12 Deficiency Most Women Miss, and I guarantee it will open your eyes to something that might be affecting your energy and well-being right now. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it, because catching this early can prevent serious health complications down the road. Remember, beautiful, your health is your greatest wealth, and you have more power than you realize to influence it naturally. Start with one small change, maybe cooking your tomatoes instead of always eating them raw, or adding black pepper to your turmeric, or switching to plant milk in your tea. Small changes, consistently applied, create remarkable transformations over time. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, keep nourishing yourself with intention and love.